Hello, Helen. Welcome to episode 139 of TrustyHogs. Helen, hello. I'm Catherine Bohart.
I'm getting high.
No, you're not. You're drinking one CBD drink.
I know, but it says, okay, I'm having a CBD drink. This is like the third time I've had one.
Today?
No.
Okay. I was
ever.
Okay.
Because like I never want to have one if I'm gigging that evening. So I'll be so high on stage. I won't be able to function.
Do they get you high?
I don't think so. It says maximum recommended daily CBD intake 70 milligrams, which is 7 cans.
Right.
So I need 7 cans, and that's the recommended maximum. But that's not.
So you're not even close.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty loopy right now.
That is already how you
Three
were.
sips and I genuinely
No, that's
feel
because
loopy.
you've had 2.5 coffees and this is the second episode where... Oh, yeah, by the way, in case you're listening to this and you're new to the podcast, you can really tell, I think, when we've recorded 2 episodes in one day, because while the first one's always mad, the second one is weird. So get ready to get weird.
I'm fucking under the sea right now, bitch.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
What does
I'm
it
with the
mean?
eels.
What does it mean?
I don't
With the
know. I don't
eels?
know. I don't know. I was trying to like do like
You're
a
with
whole
the
like,
eels.
because you know when you're like so tired and you're out of it that you feel like you're underwater. Do you get that feeling?
I never feel like I'm with the eels.
With the eels in the trench, the one trench they breed in. Let's get back to this.
What?
Do you remember? Do you remember when we were back in the
I don't
old
want to do
office?
this anymore.
And like, but it's still going on. I spoke to
No.
Gwyneth about it. She
I
gave
feel
me a little
sick.
bit of an update.
I feel sick.
There is, they still don't know how eels breed because they're still in that one trench, but they are finding out about new species of eel that are coming out of it. So there are a couple of people who are just watching that trench round the
It's giving
clock,
me heebie-jeebies. It's giving
trying
me
to
heebie-jeebies.
see.
It's giving creepy.
It's giving creepy.
I don't
Let's
like
get
it.
Gwyneth Keyworth eel talk trending again, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Okay, good.
I'm thriving.
You're always thriving.
No, but I genuinely am thriving at the moment.
How come?
I'm seeing my second musical of the week tonight. I'm high as a kite.
No, you're not. You've had 2
Sunil's
sips of 1 can of a CBD drink that doesn't
away.
get you high.
Sunil's away for 2 days. He's gone to somewhere with a flapjackery. I will be getting a flapjack by the weekend.
Sunil, bring me one, please.
I have a complete chill day tomorrow, like a genuine
I want
like.
the Millionaire Square one, please.
Oh, that's so good. The Millionaire Shortbread Flapjack from
Yeah,
the Flapjackery.
please.
Shout out once again to the Flapjackery.
Oh, shout out. What I call my vagina. Go on.
Ew! Oh my god, that was actually too far for me. That was fucking disgusting.
Nom 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 nom.
The
Gluten free.
flapjack- Oh, now I'm picturing like oats flaking off, like a really dry vagina. That is, by the way, do you know about vaginal dryness? Wait, I can tell you about this.
You just found out about it.
No, I kind of knew about it, but I forgot.
You seem like you're always moist.
It gets, you know what, actually, I was thinking about talking about on stage about how I think I'm one of the few drier women left out there.
You are. No one's gonna believe you.
No, because I don't get.
No
like,
one's gonna believe
I
you because
don't
you
get
are
turned on
constantly
and fall in love that quickly.
But you just every time you just no. You've constantly said on this podcast that there's always something going on down there.
Yeah, there's something good, but it's usually like an infection or something.
Yeah, but
left.
you've always said there's something coming out. No, you can't. We can't roll it back and change your whole brand.
I'm dry.
No
I'm
one
a
believes
dry
it.
woman.
Sorry,
I'm dried up.
absolutely not. No.
No, I was okay. So
Your
you know,
brand is damp, and I'm sorry
Oh,
about
I
it.
know. Can we not say damp? Can we say like
Moist. Seeping.
like
Weeping.
weeping, a weeping sore. No, we don't like that. No one's happy
Oozing?
with that. No, oozing feels like spotty.
Gooey. Gunky?
The day after the
Gumpy?
period, am I right? No, okay. Em looks so angry right
Yeah,
now.
it's so funny that you'd even think you could possibly change your brand to dry when literally like everything you say about it is like it's always a bit slick.
But it's 'cause I'm-
Slick is a word you've used a lot.
Okay, I am slick.
Like oil slick.
That's the colour. I'm not referring to the feel. That's that we've lost so many listeners so far.
I don't think so. I
We
think
have
they're here
lost
for it.
So many.
I'm hearing the sounds of men tuning in. That's what I'm hearing. I think they're here for it.
And we'd like to say, welcome. Please stay. We're up for anything.
We can't believe she took the dog.
We were just talking about guys' podcasts.
Men's podcasts are all She took the dog.
She took the dog. And my wife's a bitch. Can I say it? I've said it now.
You
They
bloody said
love
it. Your wife or my wife? Neither of us said what.
They have to do a podcast. Some of the guys who got together do a podcast called Can I Say It? I've said it now.
Somebody's gotta say it.
In all fairness, I'd so listen to that. Can I say it? I've said it now. No, why it has
I
to be
would
northern.
also
That's so inappropriate.
No, I liked it.
No, I've shaken up my mornings.
We don't know you at men.
I'm outside of my Everybody Loves Raymond and Frasier phase.
Whoa.
So now I'm
Back to
watching.
Simpsons?
No, not back to Simpsons, even though I do need to dip back into Simpsons at some point.
Okay.
I'm now. By the way, Simpsons, for anyone new and can't translate.
I think they got it.
No, people struggle.
I think they got it.
People struggle.
I think they
Oh,
got
and also,
it.
thank you for joining us today.
Hello,
Forgot
welcome.
to say
Thank
that
you for
again.
joining us today.
I now watch Grace and Frankie
Excuse
again
me,
in the
I
mornings.
did a burp
You burped?
because I am having a kombucha.
Did that show up in the sound waves? Can we get that?
No, we're not replaying my tiny burp.
Damn it!
It's so
tiny.
little. Well,
Ready
you'd
for-
have
do you wanna
noticed
hear
if it
a
was big.
proper
No,
one?
I don't. Helen, don't. Helen, don't. Helen, don't. Helen, don't. Helen, don't.
You hear the
Helen.
noises in my stomach because I prepared it in my throat.
Why did you do that?
Because I don't. I thought we were having a burp moment.
No, I was horrified that I did a tiny. You're disgusting. Why are you like
I'm
this?
so sorry. I can't get it ready and then not.
No one asked you to.
I felt like the bee. I felt
Also,
like everyone.
how do you even do that? Like summon one? Oh,
I don't know.
I
I was born with it.
I've never known anyone to just sort of call on one.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's acid reflux.
Oh
It's
God.
acid reflux. Yeah.
Gosh.
So I watched Grace and Frankie in the morning.
No, you're not just transitioning to that
This
now.
is the second episode of the day. I can't believe we caveated it already, and it's still like
It's so
obvious.
weird.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Grace and Frankie.
Yes, I love it.
It's the
I've
best
seen every
show.
episode.
It's incredible.
I adore it.
Me too. And I was like, this is the perfect
They're
time to like
phenomenal.
have in the mornings. It's so funny. It's so brilliant.
Lily Tomlin's everything. Tomlinson?
Isn't she?
Tomlin. Yeah,
Tomlin.
I got it
She's
right.
incredible.
Back yourself, Catherine. Oh my
Okay.
God, she's so funny. She's
I'm-
so funny. She'd have 7 cans of CBD.
Yeah, she fucking would. She
And
don't
she'd have
give
told
no
me that
fucks.
like her burps were like a spirit leaving her and I should get on board.
That's what it was. The spirit leaving me, and you should get on board.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's.
I'm definitely the Jane Fonda in that dynamic, haven't I? Fuck.
Okay, Em agreed with that. For anyone who didn't hear, I didn't agree because I was nervous.
But obviously you're Lily and I'm Jane.
I think you're Brianna.
Which is so...
Wait, what? As if that's the insult. Brianna's incredible. She's a CEO. No?
Wash your whore mouth. Wait, is she the really skinny sister? Is she the one with kids?
They're both very skinny.
Sorry, is she the one with kids?
No, that's Mallory.
Fine, okay, phew. Okay, I'll take Brianna.
Okay, great.
It's rude. It's
hell.
rude. It's
So
rude.
intense.
I think I am Jane. I still think it's rude.
Okay,
But I will take Brianna over Mallory. Sorry, Mallory.
that's really harsh. I'm
I'm
obviously
sorry.
a soul.
Are you fucked?
Yeah, I'm Frankie.
Are you fucked?
Okay, but
No, you're not Frankie. You're
I?
you're the other husband. What's his name?
Michael?
No.
Soul and... Oh my God, what is his name? I literally watched it 2 episodes this morning.
FGHI.
God, this is great. No, we can do it. We can do it.
Robert.
Robert, there we go. See, I knew it because I believe in women. I believe in women. I want that noted
Did
down.
you
that
hear
no
me
one else
having to
believed
go
in
through
women.
the alphabet? I always have to go through the alphabet. Did you ever do that to remember things? You're like, Amy, it'll come to me.
Never.
Robert. You're such a Robert.
Okay, thank you so much. He's in the musical theatre in later seasons.
And also closeted for years. I can see that for you.
Thank you so much. Right. Can I, please?
May I?
May I?
You must.
In the first season, they're talking about like, Frankie's making her own lube. And they're like, all women just...
I heard that burp.
I know. I'm sorry. We started it now, and now my whole body is wreaking havoc because I've forced it up, which means that there's so much more to get out. I'm so sorry, but you did start this.
I was horrified by a tiny
Can I
burp.
please talk about elder women's vaginal dryness?
Yeah, but it's
Please.
crazy.
They are is arid. There we go. How about that for a nice word? Arid. Now. But it happens to all women. We're just going to get so dry
We
one
don't know what
day.
happens to all
It
women.
happens to all women.
We don't know that.
I get all my facts from comedy shows.
Okay.
It happens to all women.
Okay.
Which means at some point we're going to get dry. And apparently, according to this comedy show, there's not enough products to keep women moist. And that sounds uncomfortable to be fully dry down there. Because like we all know that, when you put up a tampon because you think you're going to start, but then you don't start, then you've got to pull out a dry tampon.
No.
You've never had. For fuck's sake, everyone has had that. That is a lived experience.
I believe you, but I would never put on a preemptive tampon because can I explain? I might have done 10 years ago, but as you know, I had the coil for 10 years and my periods barely came back. And insofar as they've come back, they're very, very light. So if I think I'm going to come on, which I'm still at this stage where I'm not used to having periods, so I keep being like, what? Every time. But were I to know, I would put on a period pant rather than waste a tampon because they're expensive.
Okay.
Because I'm not just throwing my money up my cooch like you, Helen.
No
Bauer.
one's buying tampons anymore. Everywhere's become a space for women. You just steal them from everywhere else.
Yeah, to be fair, that's a great
When was the last time any woman bought a tampon?
No, you're right. That's what corporations and their businesses
You go
and
into
bathrooms are
a
for.
left-leaning space,
Yes!
such as a podcast studio network building, or a workspace, or a she-work, or a gym, and they will provide you with your sanitary needs. And then you grab
girl.
and you leave.
Oh my God,
I
that's
haven't
such a
seen
good
a
point.
woman buying a box of tampons since,
Well,
I'm
this
going to call
schmuck-
it 2016.
This schmuck didn't know the rules since she got out her coil, so I've been buying them like a numpty. Well, now I will go to those left-leaning spaces.
You're a fucking moron, sweetheart. And I'll tell this as well. You're a moron if you're buying branded tampons. You're a moron. They're exactly the same.
The only thing I will say, though, is I cannot do without an applicator.
Right. That is so mental. Applicators are so frightening.
That's so weird to me because I don't want... Why would I want to be putting my finger in there when it's full of blood?
Why would you want to put plastic up there that could nip a bit of the lip and get you caught?
That's never happened to me.
Well, it's a fear I live with daily.
Not
daily.
How
That'd be
bad is your
mental.
aim?
It's not an aim thing. It's more like you have to put the applicator in there. I'd like to quickly record a caveat for the beginning of the episode. This isn't for everyone. If you were questioning if I am everyone, it's not for you. Continuing.
How bad
There's
is
no
your
way that's
aim?
getting edited early. It's not an aim thing. It's the applicator. You have to pull right. It's the insertion.
Oh, it's the pushing in by that you're getting caught in.
Yeah. That you're like squeezing two
Oh.
bits of like plastic or paper together, and that a fold or a flapjack, as you lovely put it, like a rolled oat, would get caught.
You're getting your pubes caught in there. Is that what's happening?
No, I'm hairless, and I'm not. I can basically braid it at this point, but like you squeeze it, and then something gets caught. And it's not happened. It must have happened because I fear it.
But the fear you're living with.
But whereas finger, you can get it exactly as deep as you want. And also...
What are we talking about now?
Well, I've got a hidden cervix. It's very high up. Hence the big speculum I have to use when we discuss my smear tests. So like, I want to get it quite high up.
Yeah. But why? It doesn't need to be closer to your
Because
cervix.
you know when it's like... It's
Huh?
uncomfortable when it's at the bottom of your vagina because you can like
Yeah, but there's a
feel
middle
it.
ground.
There's a middle ground, yeah, but I don't want to be close to the bottom ground. I want to be on a higher plane.
And I hear you. I just like an applicator. I find it easier, and I don't like going in there with my hands when I'm all like feeling ugh.
Each to their own.
Especially
is what
just
I
like
wanna say.
yeah, when I've just weed. I know the weed doesn't come out of there, but still,
No, but it does.
it's all in
That
sense,
whole
but
like
it's
weed
all
doesn't
like,
come
I
out the
don't know.
vagina.
It feels like
basically
it feels
does.
like a myth. Yeah,
Like
I
the
think it does.
hole
I
is
think
like
it does.
inside of
I
the
don't know.
hole.
It's so
It
weird.
is though,
I
right?
agree.
Or
It's like-
is my body wrong?
No,
It's
no,
sort of
I
like
agree with you.
inside
It's
on
like
the
all
edge.
over the shop there. Yeah, like it's crazy.
So
Who
when
could
people
know?
are like, it's a different hole, I'm like, yeah, but the hole is inside the hole. So
yeah,
it's like,
it's not inside the hole, but I know what you mean.
but we still stand by every hole's a goal.
No,
No.
never did, never have.
But if we're
Never
playing
would,
Leaky
never should.
Submarine,
Huh?
that would be one thumb for the piss and the vagina hole.
Disagree.
No?
No,
You'd want to get a pinky and a...
I think it'd be
Yeah.
case of-
What are you girls like? Anyway, I'm watching Grace and Frankie in the morning.
Gorgeous! What a way to wake up! How nice!
How How long did it take us
To intro the episode?
to get to grade? 14 minutes.
Play the intro song. Through the fog. Nice.
Well, I've got another exciting update, but I don't know how long this is going to take.
Wait, can I just tell you a quick story of mortification on my part?
Please.
Okay, so I was at Winchester. I'm doing my tour show.
The Arc.
Oh my god, gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
I
gorgeous
love to hang out in a library. Had a gorgeous time, really nice staff, really lovely vibes, really lovely audience. They were
Hampshire.
they were so nice. They were definitely like too polite at the start, but unlike other audiences where sometimes they'll close up, they actually came with me. I just like popped them on my back and we went for a nice wild ride and it was so fun.
Gorgeous.
But had a gorgeous time, and if I may, afterwards was like, this is so nice. This is like the first place that people have like kind of like waited to come see me, like as in like, maybe that's not true, maybe I've been sneaking off to my car. Anyway, basically I ran into this queue of people who were like, hi, we went to say hi.
Lush.
This man who brought his daughter to her first ever gig, so cute. This man who him and his daughter had seen us at Hogs at that festival we did, was it last June maybe?
Yeah.
And then just like lots of nice dad and daughter combos. But then this lovely girl who was sat in the front row and she brought me a Toblerone. So first of all, I was like, oh my God. Happy airport day to me, right? I really felt like I was in duty free. It was heaven. But she had her phone out. So I was like, oh, do you want a picture? And she was like, oh no. And I was like, oh God.
Catherine.
She was like, and she went, oh, that's not really my thing.
I've done this.
That's
It's
not
awful.
really my thing. And then she went, I just had it in my hand.
Oh, you fucking idiot. You're so embarrassing. I've done it. Because you think they're awkward to us. I think they're embarrassed to us.
Yeah,
So
but
you're like, you're trying to be helpful.
and
So you're
it's
like,
also like
hey,
there's
do you
people
want a photo?
Yeah.
And then you will never ask again. Just, you know, that you have to ask us if you
I've
want
done it before,
photos.
and people have said yes. So I've been like, okay, that's what you were going to
No, but
ask.
you're never going to ask again now. Once you've had that one rejection. Oh, did you want a photo? No. And obviously they don't say no.
It was worse than that. It was like, she was so cool. She was like, oh, she was like almost like sad for me. She was like, oh no, like that's not really my thing. And I was like,
And the only reason we're asking is because we think that you are nervous
and
to
there
ask.
are people
and
who
we're trying to
are.
help.
And it's just
yes.
like, it was hell. So that happened, but I got my Toblerone. I did really
Okay, so
like
it all works out great in
I
the
actually
end.
forgot how much I fucking love a Toblerone.
Yeah, it's insane.
I love a Toblerone. I love Toblerone so much. First of all, I forgot how much I love them. I adore them. So I don't like the white ones, but I love all of the rest of them. I don't mind the white ones, but it's not my preferred Toblerone.
I get it.
But also recently I've had a lot of Tony's Chocolonely, the hazelnut one. Oh my God. Why are we dicking around with anything else?
The green one?
Why are we dicking around with anything else? It is perfection.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I could eat a whole one in each sitting. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. When I think about that woman and her phone in her hand, I just eat another chocolate bar.
Have you tried the M&S Swiss mountain bars? It's
Oh my God,
basically
they're
a Toblerone,
so
but legally they can't say
good.
it's Toblerone.
They're so good.
It's incredible.
May I also recommend?
Yes.
Georgie came to my house to watch a television show, and she brought from the Father's Day range the Father's Day mix. I don't know. I don't understand it, but it's got like chocolate covered popcorn. It's got pretzels. It's got like biscuit covered chocolate bits. It's got chocolate covered nuts. It's got like some sort of delicious savory pebble. It's so good, and it's so like what you would think a dad would. It's like, you know, the way dads like hate waste.
Yeah.
It's like one of those bowls where they've tossed everything in and everyone's just like, Father's Day mix. And it's just so good.
What was it like?
But obviously stockpile, because I don't think they'll do it year round.
Fathers hate waste. My dad ate, what was it my sister was saying that he ate? She was like, she usually exaggerates, and she was like, oh, fucking dad's such a loser. He ate like 3-week-old cream the other day. He ate 3-week-old double cream. And I was like, oh, he's so disgusting. And I just thought it was like a bit of a lie or an exaggeration. He came on and he was like, I'm fine. It was fine. And I was like, you fucking mental case.
The first time
You're 72. You already shit yourself about 8 times a week. That man, he's got white towels. Absolutely pointless. He stripes every single one up. Like, he's a fucking minger.
I'm moving on. That's vile. I'm moving on. That's vile. That's vile. That's vile. I will say, one of the first times I went to my girlfriend's house,
she striped up a towel.
No, her dad was like kicking off at her mom, not kicking off, but like was disgruntled because she'd thrown away bread, and she was like, dude, it's got mold on. He's like, I would just scrape it off. And you're like, why are they like this?
Sunil is exactly
Every
the same.
dad is the same.
Exactly
Every
the same.
dad, you're like, what? Why? Just why? There's no need.
And also, you can't boil off mold.
No. Oh my God.
Just because
you
you
also can't
think you
toast
can.
it off. You can't
Water-
microwave it off.
Thank you. When water's hot, it's not a disinfectant. It's just hot water.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, why?
When's Father's Day? That feels soon, actually. When you said that, I got
Yeah,
a little
it is
nervous.
soon. I think
What
it
are you
is
going to
soon.
do?
I live in a different country, so I just send a
Maybe you have to
present.
send a card.
I send a card or a gift. Yeah.
Is that enough?
I thankfully have incredibly diligent siblings, so I'll just usually like piggyback on that. But
What
maybe
do you
I'll
mean?
send the M&S mix.
Isn't having diligent siblings worse because they like remind him that it is Father's Day?
Yeah, but they will also often include me and and also and I'll just send cash.
Shut the fuck up. There is an option. I've just like remembered Father's Day because I was like, I have not read the big family, the main what's one. But there is an option of a Father's Day walk.
For me?
No,
He
for
lives
the
in Dublin.
Bowers.
Oh, I don't think I should go to your one.
No, I don't think I should go to it either. Oh, my brother said he can't make it. So
Does that mean you're out of it?
probably, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
My dad can go with his brothers.
They can think about their dad.
There we go. They can think about
You
their dad,
wouldn't
who was
want to
not
intrude.
the best.
You wouldn't want to intrude.
God, Grandpa
wouldn't wanna
Bauer was a
intrude.
fucking grim specimen of a man. You wouldn't want to think on that for very long.
Gosh.
Ugh.
Especially if you've just eaten 3-week old cream.
But
your
thank you
stomach's
for the
ready
science
turning.
work you did, Grandpa Bauer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was talking to my cousin recently, and she was like, he used to make us smoke Marlboro Reds because he was like, if you're smoking a cigarette, you're smoking a real one, which is like the strongest cigarette. She was a teenager, and she'd have like rollies, and he'd be like, grow up, you're 15. We're laughing, but it's not okay.
That's insane. Oh my god.
Put some effort in.
Whoa, that's
Such
crazy.
a grim
Your
man.
short hair is so fab.
Thank you so much.
I really love it. You've started doing this like new thing. This move, this move's new. The little like bump.
Not
the
had
bump.
hair this short in so long.
It's
And it's the
gorgeous.
feeling on your hands of like
It's
the ends
gorgeous.
of your hair.
Yeah, really fab. I'm living for
I
it.
feel like I have to wash it more now though.
Why?
I can't just scrape it up.
Right, yeah, okay, got you.
Like, because I don't wash my hair loads. I like to like not
How
be
often
in that
are you
cycle
rewashing?
twice a week.
Yeah.
But now I think it's got to go up to 3 times a week because usually during the twice
Oh
a week
my
there's a full day
gosh.
where it's just like scraped up. But
Yeah,
now
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the scrape up would like have like bits flicking
You
down.
could just do it all with clips, I guess.
Oh,
That'd be
like
cute.
Lizzie McGuire's mum.
Yeah, that'd be cute as hell.
Do you remember that look? Just
I
like loads
do.
of butterflies.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Wait,
Please
wait.
do
How
that.
long do we have left? What time does Claire's Accessories close?
I think you'll make it.
Should we all go?
No, thank you.
Could you imagine?
Although yesterday,
if next episode I came in with like 50 butterflies in my
I'd be
hair.
obsessed and not at all surprised. Although yesterday, I hung out with Charlie Dinkin and we went for a cake and coffee,
Charlie
and then guess what we did? And it was the most wholesome hang. I haven't done this in ages, but it was so nice to do it with a friend. We just did a really big boots.
I love boots.
My God, it's one of the few shops where I really feel like I can probably afford most things in here.
Just quickly for our
Obviously
international,
not the electrics,
just-
obviously.
just for our international listeners, Boots is not what you think it would be.
It's just like a
Okay?
chemist.
Yeah, it's a chemist, but it's not like we're in Britain. We're different.
Like I bought deodorant, bath salts,
At Boots, it's crazy.
antihistamines.
Wait till what happens when you go to Curry's. Your mind will be blown.
I bought facial cleanser. I bought a body scrub. I bought sun cream. I picked up a prescription.
Oh, the best one.
and Eyebrow tinting gear
Oh.
and something else. I spent less than £40.
And did you spend normal money or Boots money?
I spent less than £40, but it would have been over 50 had I not had my Advantage card with me. But I did, so I got the Advantage prices. No mind if we do.
Just a reminder to
nail
everyone.
hardener. I got nail hardener.
Wait, what the fuck is nail hardener?
You know, just something to like, because my nails are so shit after all the
gel.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, I want to do a big boot shop so
It
bad
was
right now.
honestly heaven. Heaven. I loved every minute of it.
What sort of scrub did you get? Body scrub.
I got the Soap and Glory.
I have that one.
I love it.
In my
I
shower.
love it. It's a classic for a reason. But I've just been getting little dry elbows.
Ew.
I don't know what that
Ew.
Ew.
Fucking minger.
Oh.
Yeah, my vagina looks like an old slick, but that's mental.
No,
You might want to edit that out. That's
but
embarrassing.
But I instantly got a scrub and cream and now they're fine. I just was getting slightly dry.
I'm in a moisture phase.
You're kind of rude, you know.
I now do that thing like women
You're
divorce.
kind of rude, you know.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
Thank you.
When women are divorcing in films and they moisturize their hands before they go to bed.
Oh my God, and it's so
Yeah.
involved.
Like if you're moisturizing your hands before you go to bed and you're in a marriage, your divorce is coming.
Oh yeah, I agree. If she's putting on hand cream right before bed, she is plotting.
How
her
was your day?
Exit. Oh God.
How was your day? Wait for it. How was the office? What do you never see? Ready this? I love you so much. Never.
Shall we have sex?
Never. A woman moisturizing
Never.
her hands is not putting her fucking hands
That
on you.
woman's plotting an exit. I agree.
So I'm
I agree.
moisturizing, but I'm not in a relationship, so don't read into it.
I do foot cream before bed. What does that mean?
I love foot cream.
Me too, big fan.
Which
Huge
one have you
fan.
got? Body Shop, the peppermint one.
The Lush peppermint one is what I'm using. It's pink.
Yes, I've seen that
How
one.
confusing. Mint is green.
Oh,
But
my
it's
mint is
pink.
green.
Pink mint.
Holy shit!
What
what's
does it
happening out
mean?
there? Tell you what we should do. We should do like a moisturizing day together, where we get some of the girls over, our driest friends.
I'm not lubing up with you
Let's
for a
get our
day. I
driest
don't want to
friends
lube up
round.
with you for a day.
List your 3 driest friends. And then,
I actually have a lot of damp girls in my life.
trying to think of we can't do this now.
Are we thinking parched, dry skin, or like dry down there?
I think I'm parched because I'm always thirsty.
You don't drink any water.
I do.
You don't. Coffee doesn't count.
By the way, can we just quickly circle back to those Stanley Cups we got given?
I'm obsessed with
I
mine.
am pissing
So much.
24/7.
I drink at least 2 of them a day now. It's the most hydrated I've ever been. Obviously, it's peach squash, not water. But it's more water than I would ordinarily drink because I keep it on my desk. And it turns out, I think I really have an oral fixation because I constantly like to eat. But now that I have them, I eat a little bit less because I'm like, I love to drink my water.
I
But I
cannot get
can't
off
stop
the
pissing.
toilet.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
completely agree.
insane. I get up in the night to wee every
What?
single night. Every single
You're drinking
night.
too late. You're drinking too late.
Every
You're drinking
single
too late
night.
in the day.
I get thirsty at bedtime because I read my book and I drink.
You're drinking too late.
I just remembered something. Keep the conversation going.
What? We are the only 2 people in the conversation. How can I keep it going if you've left me alone? Have you actually just rolled over there to get your own personal diary?
Oh my god! But I was reading.
It's a book. It's a book.
I'm
thank God.
reading.
I was like, I don't want to hear Dear Diary.
I'm reading Sophie Hagen's book,
Isn't it good?
which is called. Oh,
Isn't it good?
it's
Will I ever have
so
sex
good.
again?
Will I ever have sex again? That's it. I knew it was great.
Very nice.
And it just reminded me, we've had a couple of problems over the last couple of months, maybe in Patreon as well as the main episode, where like people's sexual desires aren't matching their partners. So their horniness isn't matching the other person's horniness. And
Anybody else would say libido, but
libido, that's the word. So
or
close.
sex drive.
The libidos aren't working. There is a chapter in this, I think it was in gender.
Called.
No, in sexual trauma. A chapter called Sexual Trauma, but there's a really...
But it's a real riot of a laugh.
it's such a good book.
It
But
really
there's
is.
loads in it about the libido and like about how it does change, but also like the language around like how you can make your libido work for someone else and like how you can do like levels of like approval and like giving and receive. It's really cleverly written out. So anyone, I know we've tried to solve these problems many times and we're trying our best, but then I was like, damn it, I wish we had this book before then. So like if you were one of those people and you're still struggling with it, get this book and read the chapter that says sexual trauma and the rest of it, obviously.
We're setting reading now. I love that for us.
I just thought it would be useful if people didn't know.
That's so funny to be like, we have a podcast where people write in with their problems and we're like, just read this fucking book and don't fucking email us,
We're not an expert
okay?
on everything, but I'd like to think if we do
We're
stumble
not experts
across
on anything. You're
something-
dead right. You're dead right. I think that's a really good advice. I'll read it. Oink oink vroom vroom, motherfuckers! We're going on tour! Bristol's already sold out.
I can't believe that.
And we've got a new date for Dublin. And Edinburgh and Brighton are selling pretty well. Where are we going and when are we going there, Helen, please?
We are going to Bristol, 10th of July. If you got a ticket, great. If you don't, you fucked it. 17th of July, we're at Brighton at the Forge Comedy Club. I love it there.
Me too. I just did my tour there. It was amazing. Love it. Come
Okay.
on, homos, get down there.
12th of August, we are at the Edinburgh Monkey Barrel. Tickets for that are going super, super fast, so please book if
You
you want to
better
come.
book
And
it.
also come see our shows as well. We're both on that
Yeah, don't be
day.
rude
It'd
about
so
it.
lame not to.
Yeah, obviously. Lucy.
Wednesday, 16th of October, we are at London at the Clapham Grand.
The Clapham Grand. Oh, it's a big boy, so
I
feel free. Tell your friends. Bring your friends. Bring your aunts. Bring your uncles. Why not?
So have to do a number there. That might be where we do Les Mis finally, Andrew. Okay, 19th of September, we are in Dublin at the Laughter Lounge.
That
Yes,
was rearranged. We're sorry about it.
it was me. It was me. I had a job come in, which then got rescheduled, and Catherine doesn't know about that, so I actually could have. Wednesday, 6th of November, we are
you
in
fucking
Manchester
kidding me?
at the Frog and Bucket. I love Manchester. Join us in Manchester. Come see us. Book tickets right now.
Are you joking?
And I'm not joking. I love you so much. See you soon. Bye. Are you high too?
No.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I'm hanging loosey goosey, baby. What's that? Was that hanging loose? Is that something people say when they're high? I'm hanging loose.
I think you hang loose if you're surfing.
I'm hanging. Oh, I'm not surfing.
Is that right?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
Apparently
wow.
when
That is when a guy goes
That
commando.
makes so much sense.
That does make sense. That's disgusting.
In all fairness, with these lips and this size of pant, I'm joking. These pants, if anything, are a little bit too small.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Where are you getting the tug? Just getting a wedgie?
I'll just show it.
No.
It's
Oh,
like
you're up.
BPL. Can you see?
You actually can't.
Oh, can you not?
No.
They're the perfect fit.
It's IPL.
IPL. I thought it was VPL, visible panty line.
I know, but in your case, it's IPL.
What's that?
Invisible.
Invisible. Oh, very droll. Let's have a problem.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is from
It's like we are both talking, but to who? You know? I'm sorry,
this is from E.
Hi, E.
He says, "Hi, Catherine, Helen, Andrew, and M. Long time listener, first time problem sharer here.
Hi, E. How
So,
exciting.
There's quite a lot of exposition here. Bear with me.
Okay.
There's some initials
Absolutely
to
love the
remember.
critique of the writing. Lot of exposition from E. Still enjoyed it, but thought the first half could have been shorter. Skipped to the interval already.
Yeah, no, not a criticism, but here we go. My ex N broke up with me out of the blue about a year and a half ago when I was away on my year abroad.
Oh God.
She became super close with my best friend G around this time, and they continued to hang out with each other after the breakup and became inseparable. It always felt slightly strange that they were friends, but I was happy enough as long as I didn't hear about it. When I got back, N had left for her own year abroad. I'm a cougar, I know. And I thought she would finally be out of my life. Fast forward to now, N is back in my very small city. N and G have decided to start living together. So my ex now lives in my old house, in my old room, in my old bed.
Have they gotten together, or are they just living together as friends?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I guess maybe E doesn't know. While I've had a relationship in between N and I's breakup, which broke down about a month ago, I still feel uncomfortable going over to hang out with them. It's been so long since we were together, but it feels like the elephant in the room every time we're forced to hang out. G keeps inviting N to group events outside of their home with all my friends. I've tried talking to G about it, but she's never been in a relationship, so doesn't really understand how scarring a breakup can be, especially between two baby lesbians. How can I get over any awkwardness? I'm not going to ask anyone to stop being friends with N, as deep down I still care about her and want her to be happy, but I need some way to be civil without wanting to cry or scream when we're in the same room. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. P.S. I'm an ex-Irish Catholic baby lesbian. Catherine, you are my role model."
Oh, that's so nice. And E, oh my God, I feel your pain. And the truth is, there's no easy answer. I think that the calculus I'm about to present you with is one you've already made a decision about, right? Which is like, do you know that removing yourself from the situation, or even just like the sense of the situation, is that it makes you feel like replaced already. So I don't think removing yourself from the social group is either fair to you or what you want, right? Because that would be horrible. I think there is absolutely validity and a need probably on your part to mourn the friendship that you had with G, because I don't think it's ever going to be the same. Because it can't be, because they are friends now and they do live together, and that must feel so sad. But things will change again. But
I don't like it.
I think the calculus is this: do you want to be part of that friendship group? Sounds like yes. Do you want them, as in N to be comfortable. Sounds like, yes, that's very kind of you. But I think the real calculus is like, what's easiest and best for you? And I think probably, as you say, finding a way to be civil is that. But I feel like often when you are kind, polite, civil, overly generous to a person who's hurt you, it can often be for like the current and future betterment of you and your social group. But it can also really feel, I have felt, like a betrayal of the version of you that they hurt, like
and it
real
can build up resentment in you as well. Like just because you can do it doesn't mean it's actually like
fair.
Feeling like you
It's
can
not
be nice
fair
to them, but then you can go home and just be like seething, and it's not fair for you to have your relaxing alone time to be like. Argh!
But also, it can really feel like, oh, I can't. The girl who they hurt would not be glad that I'm doing this. But then I was saying this to somebody recently, actually, and she was like, yeah, but the flip side is like, how proud you must be of yourself that you now can do that. You probably couldn't have done that right after the breakup. And I think that's a real testament to how far you've come, that you can do that. And also, if you can also be like fair and kind to yourself about the fact that your own relationship, the one that you had since, that probably felt like a step forward, has just ended. And so like these things are going to hurt more in those points of change again and of confusion again. But it is a difficult situation. And I think mainly what I'd say to you is like, it's okay to feel complicated and to feel torn about it. And lots of us, for whatever reason, because of friendship groups, because of professional circumstances, whatever it might be, would love to just be like, you're not a person that exists in my world, but can't have that option.
Yeah.
And it's very mature of you to try to find a way to move through it for everyone. I'm sorry G's not responsive to listening to how that feels for you. That feels selfish to me. But it also sounds like you've just gone on gap years. So I'm guessing you're all, or like study abroad years, which makes me think that you are like young. So I'm trying to have compassion for her if she's never had a relationship either. As you say, you're being very fair to her. But I do think like not having a relationship doesn't mean that you can't like listen and understand the pain that you're in. So oof, that's painful. Thoughts? Have I said anything wrong or that you'd add anything to?
It's one of those things when something gets written in where you're just like, oh, it's just gonna suck. Like, and do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be like, doesn't matter, but it does.
Yeah, and I also want to be like, it's fine, just get new for you. But no, why should you have to? Why should you have to?
Just those things, but they do happen in
the one thing I'm wondering,
all walks of life at any point. Like, do you know what I mean? There's just someone where you're just sort of like, oh God, this just doesn't. Well, yeah.
The one thing I'm wondering is, I do wonder if it's still an elephant in the room, if it's worth having a conversation with N of being like, hey, FYI, can we have a coffee? Check in, see how you are, all that jazz. And also just so you know, like, it doesn't cost me nothing to do this, like to be your friend, to make space for you in the friendship group. It's difficult that you live as my best friend. I'm not asking anything of you. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I just feel like sometimes it's quite nice to be like acknowledged as like, that's not just easy for me, so that the other person maybe, I think it can sometimes like soften the edges of the other person a bit, or of the interactions, if they know that you're not just like fine, and that isn't it doesn't come at some expense to you. Maybe that's like the person who's best to speak to in this context. That's
interesting. I think there's also something to be said for like, we're living in a world where, go with me on this, like, so I know I'm trying not to do it because I talked about it in my show last year, but like this radical world of self-care where it's got to the point where it's like, you're number one, always put you first. And I don't agree with that, because sometimes someone else needs to be number one. And like, if you are in that age group, then there will be a lot of like, well, I need to make sure my needs are met, and this is what I want to do, and this is what feels right for me. Like, you are allowed to sit down with someone and say like, this has cost me a lot, and also like, you're hurting me, and this, like, I matter too. And it's like, I think it's a very tricky thing to say, but you are allowed to, because you're doing the opposite thing where you're putting everyone else first, and there is a happy medium.
And there's a chance that N says, oh yeah, I'm kind of aware of that, but didn't want to patronize you or assume that it was hurting you. Also, I don't find them the easiest. Also, you were just in a relationship. I found that tricky, but you know, like, I think maybe being like aware that you're both like, oof, like, and sometimes like actually when you're with an ex, like in a friend's circumstance, like sometimes like even I find like getting on can be almost as painful as like when you're not. You're just a bit like, oh, it depends on how you feel about the person and what it brings up for you. But it can be painful. And when it sounds unavoidable, where like you should have some reprieve. I will say, you don't have to replace your friends, but I do hope you have other friends.
And you will.
With whom
Friends,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But with whom you can have some space from N where she's not at everything. Like I do think it's worth having another group, say like 11 aside, whatever your version of another group is. Like it meets on Wednesdays to train. Who knows? Like it doesn't have to be a sports team.
I didn't meet Catherine till I was 24 or 25. There, you can make friends at any age.
I didn't meet you until I was like 29.
Well, that would be 25.
Mm.
Cute. See, they can come into your life whenever.
Cute. Any additional thoughts?
Poor E.
I think that's good. I think that's good advice. I would say, try hard to start making new friends. Honestly, there's no way out.
Yeah.
It's really horrible.
You're Irish. Everyone will love you.
Yeah, you really are. I will say that.
Go to America. They love the Irish.
Also,
there.
if you're just about to finish university, I imagine you'll soon all be leaving anyway, and that might make things easier. If you all go your own separate ways, great.
Wow, Em and I coming at this from a very specific place. You're probably going to want to make some new friends. Okay, bye.
Get high.
Well, good
Just
luck.
wait for it all to go over.
Send us an update. Let us know, please. I'd like to know how you get on.
I'd love updates to ones like this where it's just sort of like, it's going to be okay.
It will be okay, but we'd love to hear it. Shall we do another problem?
Hell yes.
Okay, we're on a roll. Off you go.
Okay, great. This one is from R.
Hi, R.
Says
Aw.
hi.
Aw.
We say or.
That's nice.
But I have to say R to anyone to understand me in this country.
Hi, Hogs. Love the podcast. I look forward to it every week. It's a perfect balance of chaos and sense. I've been invited to my friend's Hendy. She set up a WhatsApp for all of us and then left so the rest of us can discuss it and it will be kept secret from her.
That organisation from the bride is incredible.
Never fails.
Incredible. But that's good, isn't it? Just to be
That's
like,
all brides do that I've experienced.
really? I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
the maid of honour has to like gather all the numbers and it takes so long for the bride just to be like, here's the group, everyone's in it, I'm off, have a good life.
No, that's all the only way I've seen it done.
I've never seen it done. Okay, well, full respect to this bride.
Yeah.
And also slay for the maid of honour for not having to make that WhatsApp group.
Yeah, fair. But she still has to be in it.
It's true.
Which is nice sometimes. But usually not.
The two bridesmaids put together a programme and asked us what we think. It's going to be bottomless brunch, perfume making, a 5-course meal with wine pairings, and then augmented reality axe throwing. Whoa.
Okay, they
That
are all
sounds
really
like
good options.
incredible. Also, is it just in one day?
Yeah, I think so.
A 1-day hen do? Oh, that sounds wicked.
It does.
What
but
is augmented reality axe throwing?
What is perfume making?
Perfume making, I know. I've seen these like on Instagram group classes. Like you sort of like pick your favorite scent profiles and then you like mix them together.
J'adore. Okay. Well, no, unless you don't make that, yeah.
R goes on to say, though,
Thank you.
I don't drink wine or wear perfume, but I was willing to put up with that for the bride to have
Yeah.
a nice day. However, with all of the activities they've planned, the day is going to cost us £216 each. This is way more than I would ever expect to spend.
Yeah.
I've said as much and suggested that we drop the perfume making, which is the most expensive element, but they weren't willing to budge.
Okay.
People have dropped out now, so there are only 5 of us going. The bride, the 2 organisers, another girl and me. I know the other girl thinks it's too expensive as well, but with it being just the 2 of us against the organisers, it's difficult to get anything changed. I know the bride has said all she wants is a nice day with a good meal with friends, so I don't think she would mind if we dropped activities in favour of a cheaper day. However, they have known her longer, and it feels like there is only so much you can do if the organisers won't listen. So my question is, do I suck it up and put everything on a credit card or keep fighting them? There are only a small number of us going, and if I push too much, it might cause bad vibes on the day. Thanks, R. P.S. Fingers crossed they don't listen to the podcast, as there is no hiding who this is, really.
The problem is, R, for the first time ever, it's tricky for me to answer this problem because I would also be revealing my feelings of every hen do I've ever been to. My strong sense, though, is like,
I was like being like, you just go for the drinks in the evening, just go for the dinner. You can miss an activity, but now it's down to 5 people. I think it's so difficult because it's.
I would personally say, my advice would be, whether or not I would follow this, I don't know, but my advice would be, what's the first activity?
The first activity is bottomless brunch.
My instinct would be to say, hey, I can't wait for the day. I'm going to come to everything. I cannot afford. There's no arguing with that. I cannot afford the perfume making. So I'm going to have to sit that one out. But I will then just regroup with you guys at the dinner.
I think that's so good. It's no
because
drama.
then it's their move.
It's just a case of like, hey, I can't do this one part, but don't make them feel bad about it.
Yeah,
it's not a thing. It's just sort of like, hey, I'll see you. I'm gonna go for a coffee at that time. I'll see you afterwards. Can't wait to smell your perfume.
I know she's gonna love it, but like, yeah, I think that's the only thing you can do. I will say, I was on a hen do recently, and people in the group were just like so freely like, oh, I'm only gonna make it this one day. And I was like, that's so cool that people are just like, I can come, but I will be coming from. And nobody made a big deal of it. It wasn't an issue. I think that's good.
The conversations around hen dos have so changed. Like the stereotype of them being like this crazy expensive weekend and like everyone expected to do it. I think because it's been like parodied and joked so much that like now it is just sort of like, hey, we're going to be doing this, like the core group. And then it's like, if you can join us for drinks, we'd love to see you. We'll be in this bar.
I am surprised though. Like I've organized a hen do, and the thing that I was obsessive about was checking in at every turn. And I was just on a hen do that somebody else organized, and she did the exact same thing, which was like, before I book this, can you personally opt in for yourself because it costs this much money?
Yeah.
And then you could opt in and opt out of parts because it's like, no one thinks it's normal to have to spend hundreds of pounds. Well, some people do, but like majoritively, I don't think you can expect that people have that much money to spend when also going to a wedding. Like you usually have to pay for travel, accommodation, an outfit, a gift. Like there's like, no one thinks it's an inexpensive thing.
A gift? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, a gift.
But it's tricky for me to have an opinion on this because that does sound like such a good hen do.
Yeah, I'm real sorry about our reactions because we were like,
can you imagine getting that many women together who've done a bottomless bunch and then taking them axe throwing? That's going to be
it's crazy. And a dinner
insane.
and a dinner with wine pairings.
They're going to be fucking steaming chucking those virtual reality
also
axes.
To be honest, I wouldn't want to be the organizer who's pissed anybody off if people have axes in their hands. That's crazy. What I'll say is this. I think
hen do in a raid room. Write it down. Someone write that down. I want to remember that. Hen do in a raid room.
I would love that. I do think it's a shame that like they can't see that the fact that it's so expensive has put people off. Like if you're down to 5, you surely just go with the guy. Like also you could do so many other things than perfume making that don't cost so much money. But anyway, I think you just opt out. You're completely within your rights to be like, I can't wait and I can't make that part because I can't afford it.
I think that's the 100% the right thing to do. And I think they will realise as well that like the perfume making of something the bride would really, really love, and this is a really old friend organising it. It might be a lovely thing just for the two of them together to make her wedding perfume. Like that's a big thing now, is like
so
buying a perfume for your wedding day, having a wedding scent. And it's sort of like,
I would not want my friends to make that.
But maybe that's just the you and the bride activity.
Yeah.
Just the two of you to be like, hey, we're going to make a very special thing for you today.
Heaven, enjoy.
Oh my God, I might make Emma Black go perfume making for her wedding.
Are you organising her hen do?
No, I'm not.
I think she'd love that so much.
No. I'm definitely not part of any of that. She knows my role in the wedding.
Which is?
Guest.
Has she asked bridesmaids already?
Oh, I hope so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing nothing more.
I
That's
will
my role.
say,
We all, my friends know where I stand. I'm a weird bridesmaid.
I'd say going forwards, that would be my role too.
I'm a weird choice.
I'm a
of
weird
bridesmaid
too. I'm a weird bridesmaid. Weird bridesmaid.
I will be a guest, and I will do everything beforehand. I'll help get stuff.
Yeah.
She won't want it. I'll do something wrong. I'll ruin it.
Yeah.
But I'm 100% there.
Yeah.
It's going to be, this is going to be the most gorgeous wedding of all time.
Yeah, it'll be stunning.
Like it's going to be beautiful.
I cannot imagine a bride who wants less input from other people.
than you and Emma individually. Yeah.
I'd be like, my ideal wedding is one where everyone thinks it's a party. Yes. And then it's like, oh, look, it's a wedding. It's happening now. Shut up. Just enjoy it or get out.
I have seen a couple of her ideas.
I would not be showing anybody anything.
They are gorgeous.
I would have no opinions. Welcome.
Can I tell you really quickly before we go? I don't know if I've told you this before, but the best stag do I've ever heard of.
Wait, did the lesbians see Abby Jacobson and oh my god,
got married?
Oh my god, her wedding, Jodie Balfour.
Yes.
Oh my
I
God,
saw
the
it.
most gorgeous wedding.
good.
Oh, fucking gorgeous.
Lesbian weddings
stunning,
are
yes,
just
please.
more romantic.
Yeah.
Do you ever?
Well,
I
yeah,
see it every time I
that's
see a picture of a lesbian wedding. I'm
objectively
like, it's just so much more romantic than a girl and a guy and her dad. Like, it's just like, I think lesbians just know just to keep the dads to the side. Like, and it's just sort of like straight weddings is more of a day for him, like for the dad, than it is for like. Do you know what I mean? And it's sort of like
Interesting.
they're so
They are
intimate.
the photos. Were
That outfits were
just
so good.
that engagement ring is one of my favorite engagement rings of all time. It's so
haven't seen the engagement ring.
beautiful. The Jodi's. It's like a thick gold band and it's sort of like a mounted, embedded, like rectangular cut diamond. It's so beautiful and unusual, and I thought it was stunning.
Gorgeous.
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 But
No, but do
quickly.
opt out of that perfuming.
yeah, what Catherine like literally just like
Mm.
voice note Catherine saying it and say I've changed my accent and send that. The best stag do I've ever heard of.
Mm.
So it was someone who was like really into history, and so the best man was like, let's do. I can't remember who told me this. Some friend of a friend or comedian, but like they're like, right, let's do a history stag do. So they were like, right, we're gonna go to the Battle of Hastings, the field, and they hired a medium to walk around with him and a couple of mates to communicate with dead soldiers that died on the ground. How incredible of a day out is that? Just a load of geeks just in a field with their anoraks on, with a medium going, oh, shot in the foot.
I don't like that.
I think
Also,
it's so charming.
my worst fear is my husband to be going around a field getting advice from young soldiers pre-wedding. Don't marry, just fuck everything you can before you die. Like, no, that's not. I don't want any of that.
That's not what they were saying. They were saying like, ow.
No, they
and like,
weren't.
for the king.
No, stop.
For the king and country.
Stop it.
Who's your favourite new author? Shakespeare. Haven't heard of him. Like stuff like that. Like, or what do people say? When was the Battle of 1066? They wouldn't have heard of
I was
Shakespeare
gonna
then.
say,
It was a bit later than
I was
that.
just like, when do you think the Battle of Hastings was?
I don't know, 480 years to that, I reckon. No, but 1066, what would they be saying? Give me a minute. Where's my gruel? No, what do they eat? Plants? We're plant-based. No, steak.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Trusty Hogs. See you soon.
What's toothpaste?
Bye.
Stuff like that. There we go. What's Colgate?
No.
The Egyptians invented toothpaste, Helen.
When did they invent toothpaste?
The ancient Egyptians.
The ancient Egypt. Well, motherfuck. Well done, you. What's a tote bag? Stuff like that.
Yeah, nice.
Or what's a podcast?
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'll keep
Say
this going
goodbye.
off mic.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's an iPhone?
I needed to stop.
Thank you so much to all of our amazing producers that literally keep us clothed, fed, and this podcast coming at ya. So please give it a massive round of applause for the incredible execs. It's Simon Moores, it's Guy Goodman, it's Annie Tonner, it's Stefanie Catracchia, it's Oliver Jago, it's Anthony Conway, it's Neil Redmond, it's Madeline Quinne, it's Grace O'Reilly and JS. Over to Bohart.
Thank you too to our producers, to Richard Bicknell, to Elle, to Richard Ball, to Sadie Cashmore, Rachel Page, Helen A, Abby Wharf, Luke Bright, Kate, Becky Fox, Tim and Dom, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Amy O'Riordan, Tristan, Taz, Charlie A, Casey, Amanda McCall, Tasman Smith Harding. Ooh, a new person, hello. Tamsin Smith Harding, Claire Owen-Jones, Harald van Dijk, David Walker, Jess and Nick, Rachel R, Sarah and Molly, Tina Linsey, Lee Overend, Hannah J, Dean Michael, Jam Rainbird, Nathan Smith, Liz Ford, Chloe, Ozzy Steph, Anthony, Sophie Chivers, Carrie Soothe and Matt Sims.